Yesterday I beat this game called Assassin's Creed Revelations, and it's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game with, like, I don't know, it's a real interesting take on history. And what I kind of liked about it was just that, there's all this historical events that kind of mixed in with this weird conspiracy and this kind of sci-fi elements, and real interesting way how they tie it all together with this fictitious character named Ezio Auditore. And I've been a real big fan of this series since Assassin's Creed 2. Then the sequel, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Then this one right here, Assassin's Creed Revelations. And all of them beautiful games, man. Like I don't really play a lot of video games, but these they're really fascinating. They have this really cool plot. Again, real interesting premise and different settings every time. Like, they're pretty, they're really detailed. They're like super detailed, like the one in Italy. There's one that takes place in Italy, and there's this map of Venice. And if you look it up on Google Maps, it's like you can just post it right over. It's just so, there's a lot of detail. It's real authentic. But anyways, what's kind of got me thinking is, like, I wonder how much how much liberties should an artist have? Obviously, they should have all the liberties they want, but I'm just saying, like, how serious do some people take historical movies or games or anything, right? And, like, how does that affect their perception of history? Like, someone who watches JFK might actually think that, I don't know, what was it, the CIA or whatever, I forget what it was, that tried to kill JFK. When, in reality, there's that one character, that famous scene where the guy, meets him in the park and sits on the bench and tells him, oh, it's all fucking, whatever. He's, like, laying down all this shit.
The entire cabinet on a trip to the Far East. We had 1/3 of a combat division returning from Germany in the air above the United States at the time of the shooting. At 12:34 p.m., the entire telephone system went out in Washington for a solid hour. And on the plane back to Washington, word was radioed from the White House Situations Room to Lyndon Johnson that one individual performed the assassination. Does that sound like a bunch of coincidences to you, Mr. Garrison?
No.
Not for one moment.
And that guy doesn't exist in real life. Like, it's not real. But there's people who, like, legitimately believe that that shit went down and that is a real story, and that people just, are oblivious to it. And there's a new film that came out called Anonymous. And that movie, really good. I would recommend it. I was surprised, coming from the guy who made 10,000 BC and The Day After Tomorrow in 2012. this guy who does all these I think bad movies, and then he made this movie that pretty fucking good, I thought. Entertaining too, but there's a lot of debate over over how factual it is, because it's a real debated topic right now involving this the Shakespeare Oxford conspiracy kind of thing, where some other guy wrote Shakespeare's work, and that Shakespeare was just some guy who was paid or whatever, for whatever reasons, took the name, right? That was real interesting, because it got me looking into some stuff that I've never heard about. And just like the Assassin's Creed games, they got me looking into some parts of history I never really heard about, like the Borgias in Assassin's Creed 2. I think their legit name is Pope Alexander VI. Real crazy dude. Like, that guy had some stories, man. That guy, him and his whole family, weird guys, and very influential, for a period of time. So these guys were had a serious mark in history. And then Leonardo da Vinci, he's in there and kind of gives you a little look into his life and all that. And I don't know, just real interesting, and it got me looking. It got me curious to make some of my own research. Looking online and checking out books in the library and all that. But I'm kind of curious. Like, I know that's not the case for everyone. Using the JFK example again, where some people just take that as fact. So I'm just curious. Like, I wonder, has there been a movie or a game or whatever that has gotten you curious and like kind of thirsty for a little bit of knowledge, or just, I don't know, just open your eyes to something you never knew about?